Morning all, let's go live. 8 minutes early, 7 minutes early. Catch people out. Absolutely thrive in having like 0 viewers because I can just sit here and talk nonsense to myself. So it's Monday morning. I've been on the listing tip the last couple of weeks. I mean, not crazy, but crazy for me. Sales have increased. Average sale price has increased. It's all starting to take off, which is nice. Just need to keep it in control, this beast that I've created. So I was watching a few videos today, a few YouTube videos, watched a bit of John live, Brum Reseller. I never know whether he actually knows who I am because I've never spoken to him. But it was good to watch him. He was saying all about, he went to the eBay gangbang, and apparently it's good to have a lifestyle photo in photo 2. And it's not that the algorithm picks it up, it's that the people who are going into your listings will go, oh, that's nice, and be more likely to buy it. So there we go. And I saw Faye and Simon dropping a parcel out of I think it was like a 13-foot window. The evil part of me wanted to hear it smash, but I'm glad that it didn't. So there you go. And I've been packing this morning. I've packed about, probably packed about 10 things. What have I been packing? Some PlayStation games, some PS1 games, PS3 games, PS1, PS2 and PS3 games. An Xbox One Connect camera, which is nice that goes because I find certain things never sell. That being one of them. Probably got about 4 of them. So that went for about 20 quid. Part of a bundle, of course. What else have I packed today? I can't remember. I've literally only just done it and I can't remember. Come on. A Wii U console only. That's about 25 quid. Working. A PS4 controller. Oh, kind of gaming bits and bobs. Yeah, all good stuff. Couple of N64, SNES cartridges. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. And I've still got 10 things to pack, which is nice. But I've got a lot of the stuff that needs to go out today done. So I've got one more thing. Just one more thing. And the one more thing is an Asus Nexus. You know, I picked that up in a bundle. Listed it. Been on since June. Listed it in June. Has finally sold. It's working. I would never pick them up again. Well, it's sold for 26. Sold for $23.91. $26.99 with an 8% coupon free post. But as slow as a snail with a handbrake on. So I wouldn't advise on sourcing an Asus Nexus. No. Hi, Lee. Morning. Good morning. Hope you're well. Oh, he's buying a vintage Star Wars collection today. I wonder if it's bigger than my vintage Star Wars collection, which I should get out and display. Oh my God. There's loads of it. I'd love to have the original Death Star. I had that when I was a kid. The only thing I've got left of it are the instructions and one clip. Oh, and the bit at the top. The gun thing. Little plastic dish. Yeah, sold it when I was about 11. Silly, really. Hello, Dave. Hi, Rosie. Well, you know, you just have to pay your money, take your choice. I've been watching a bit of Shelley recently as well. It's all going on there. Sometimes I watch her videos and I kind of feel like I want to comment and say, it's all right. I never know what to say. Anyway, she may watch this. I never know what to say, Shell, but you know, hope you sort it all out. Too many YouTube distractions this morning. Well, turn it off. Why don't you just switch off television, go and do something a little less boring instead? Haven't finished watching Day, Faye, and Simon Pyman yet. No spoilers. Oh, well, I've already spoiled it. And I see I Miss Brown's live. Yeah, it's all going on. Hello, Antoinette. Hello, Faye and Simon. Hello, Day and Pyman. Typed wave. Right. What's gone on World of Reseller? Well, let's do one first. Let's get one on. Got this little one here. Can't get the thing off. There we go. It's only a Sony Handycam Video 8. Whatever it is. CCD TR6 20E. Much cheapness was paid. And it works. Had a tape in. Always a bit like apprehensive when I test it and watch the tapes. But it was a boat on a river. So, you know, nothing to be scared of. Good condition. Picked it up at the boot fair for a steal because it had no battery, had no tapes, had no bag, but good condition though. So I'm wondering whether I've got a spare charger. I've got a feeling I'm trying to sell a charger at the moment, and if I do, I might stick it with it. I'm thinking I've got one because I've just been down to grab a load of stuff that's sold, and I'm sure I saw a power supply. The reason I keep pointing down is because I've got another camcorder with the Sony power supply, but I obviously want to keep that together. So let's have a look. PSU. I'm sure I'm selling one. Oh, maybe I'm not. Sony. Is this one of those things that where you type it in and it doesn't come up? Oh, here we go. ACV30. I'm trying to sell one for £22. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Look at that. So I may well take that and this and put the two together. I think that makes more sense. Because I think the power supply would sell. I better change that to 0 quantity. But I think this would struggle on its own without a pack. More like, I mean, I don't know about the price or whatever, but more likely to get the sale, which is what it's all about, isn't it? It's what it's all about. Right. Am I in revised mode? I think I am, yeah. Oh, and another thing I might do while I'm here. Who else we got in? No one else. Only got 28. Oh, no, new comments. Thank you for all your listing lead numbers. I'm going to have to look at them later. Everyone's on the ball, which is a bit more than I was last week. Didn't list as much as the previous week. Dear, oh dear. But, you know, I'm making up for it now. Hi, Carl. Good to see you. Howdy doody. Hello, Mark. Still in Perth. Howdy, campers. It's the mysterious bowl finds. No one's seen hide or hair of him throughout the month of September. Don't worry, come October, we'll probably be overloaded with him. Bought a boxed Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus 3. That is nice. Aim high. Plus 3, the one with the disk drive, I think. Disk drive probably won't work, but I won't worry about that. But pretty rare thing. Boxed as well. Oh, God. I'd have that off you, although I wouldn't want to pay for it. Oh, that is well nice. It's got, well, off the top of my head, I could be way off here. I'm thinking 200, surely. Oh, yeah, there we go. 200 to 250. Yeah, exactly. Well nice. Well, nice, in fact. Hi, Dave. Hello, Ali. Good to see you. Hope I'm not missing anyone. Hello, Chris. Hey, caramba. I have half an Amiga. I've got an Amiga. I've got a few computers I've got to get on, actually. Got an Acorn Electron. Richard, thank you for your numbers. I think I missed Derek's last week. He sent them in. I didn't put them on the little table. I'll be back. Yeah, nice. Nice. I tell you, I would aim high on that. because boxed in good condition, I'd maybe go upwards of 250. Why not? Why not try it? Keep an eye on it, bring it down. If it doesn't sell, check the interest. Right. One thing I'm going to do, those GameCube games I listed last Monday, way too high. Way too high. Haven't had a sniff. I do want to sell them, you know. I was going to list Pikmin 2 for 80 or 90 quid, I think, and someone in the chat, gullible's been taken out of the dictionary. Someone said, "Oh, I'll go for 115." So I did, and it hasn't sold at all. So I think what I might do is just bring the price of all of these down a little tad. So I've got a watch on the Pitfall. So Pitfall 2, or Pitfall, the Lost Expedition. That was $34.99. Let's just bring it down to $32.99. Star Fox Event. All of these were priced high, but it looks like they're a bit too high. Star Fox Adventures was $24.99. I'm going to bring that down to $21.99. And all of these have an 8% coupon. That's still I do 8% coupon and send 10% offers to kind of counter my natural ability to price things too high. And that's just me pricing normally. I was pricing these high. So if I'm pricing it high, it's high. Definitely. Disney's Magical Mirror, $13.99. No views, no watchers. Let's stick that up for $10.99. Come on. Egomania, $7.99. Zero views. You really think GameCube games would, get them in? That can't go much lower, I don't think. We'll just. It's got postage on top. Well, let's bring it down by £1. Let's just jiggle it about a bit. Simpsons Road Rage. 0 views, 0 watchers. Crazy on the GameCube games. See, isn't this funny? You sometimes think, oh yeah, everyone will be wanting that. Everybody, not always the case, especially if you don't price it right. $21.99. Crash Bandicoot. 0 watchers, 0 views. Let's bring that down by 10%. $17.99. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. 2 views, 1 watcher. I'm going to bring that down by £3. Pikmin 2. Here we go. This was the one. $114.99. I've got 8 views on it. I just think that's a bit of a ridiculous price. I'm bring it down to $99.99. I think it's still too high. I think it's an £80 job. But $99.99, I've got 8% voucher on. So, brings it into the realm of reality. Super Mario Sunshine, 0 views, 0 watchers, $39.99. Let's bring that down by £4. It's funny, I do this as a routine with my oldest listings I try and do it on a regular basis. 10 a day at least. I did 30 yesterday because I was playing catch up. But on things where I go, I think I'll try high. That might be worth it. Sometimes I do go back in like this quite soon and go, what a fool I was. Super Monkey Ball, 2 views, no watchers. Been on a week. $6.99. Put that down £3. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, 10 views, no watchers. I think that's more likely to go. What should I change that? I'll bring that down by £3. 61. Yeah, maybe. I think that's got a little bit more, even though no watchers on it. And that is it. That is it. That's all the GameCube games. Right. No, let me know how your week's been. Let me know what you've been up to. Try and get your numbers in if you want to do listing league. And let's have a look at how much one of these is worth. So I'm going to put it with that power supply that hasn't sold yet, which I've got up for £21. That's probably should be about 15, I think. And I will put an unopened tape with it. I may well have a bag. Probably got a camera bag lying around. But let's just start with that. So it cost £5. Parts only £7.50. Right, let's have a look at solds. Solds. UK. Buy it now. Condition used. Read. Okay, £50. No. Okay, there's only one that has sold, and it says read the listing. So let's read the listing. Item is tested working. Tape was inserted, recorded, and played back with fine and large. However, it will not come with a working power supply. The cable was severed badly. La 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 la. Oh, okay. So he's got a power supply that's been cut. Okay, so there's only one that has sold. I can't believe that. There's only one of these that's sold. Okay, so what are people trying to get? So he sold these for £50. I would add at least 15 quid on for the power supply. Someone is trying to get right £80 with the bag, the charger, etc., 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 like loads of stuff. And there's a few parts only. So I think I'm going to go for. So he's doing £80 free post on that with a bag, with a charger. Awful condition, scratched up to. I'm putting a tape with it. I think I'll go 70. Free post. Let's copy this listing. £11.99 postage. Crazy. I might go to 70 with postage. Right, Sony CCD 620 analog camcorder. 8mm video 8. Fit it in. Plus charger. Sealed tape. Cassette. 72 characters, that'll do me. So what did I say? 70 quid. I think I will try postage on that. And it will it be £7.50 postage? I think it will be. We'll see how it goes. It's in the right ballpark. The two on eBay at the moment are way higher than this. Say £5. I think the charger cost me a quid or two. I remember buying that down at Ardingly. Got it off a guy called Gandhi. Oh yes, who actually lives around here. It's down the road from me. Local people may well know Gandhi. If you're not local, you're probably wondering what on earth I'm going on about. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Tested and working. Comes with power supply, battery charger, and new sealed. Like it is. Battery not included. Always say what you're not getting. Did you have a battery? I had someone leave me feedback this week. Negative feedback. I don't believe it. Let me just finish this off. Right, condition used. Copy that in. Paste. Show all options. It's a real pain that you have to put that in now. Please show me all your formatting options on the description. Why has that gone to $39.99? $69.99. I think I pressed the wrong button. Median sold price $67.59. Well, that bodes well. Yeah, I think that's about right. Sounds about right. 70 quid. And we're in week 12 for me, or week 38. Save that for later. Right, that's that one done. I'll dig that power supply out. Negative fit. Oh, the only thing about this power supply, it's got a European plug, so I'll have to put a note about that in. A guy who bought a little electronic thing for 250 quid off me about 6 weeks ago, and it was sold as working, but it had a problem on the hinge, which was explained. He ordered it. I rang him up and said, or I think I might have messaged him actually. I said, "You do know it's got a broken hinge." La 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 la. And he went, "Oh no, I didn't see that. Thank you very much. I'll cancel. Thanks for letting me know. Ever so nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." So that was sort of 6 weeks ago. Disappointed that I didn't get the sale, but this, in actual fact, kept happening. It happened at least twice. People were ordering this, going, "Oh, got a bargain," and then I said, "You do know it's got a broken. Okay, can you cancel?" People don't read descriptions. So I'd rather do that than send it. So always let people know. You do know that it hasn't got a battery. You do know that that the hinge is broken. I've just sold this. Hinge is broken on that. You do know this, don't you? Because people don't read things. Anyway, so I thought, oh well, that's done. Go on and try and sell my item, and then I think it was Saturday. Negative feedback, because you always look at the number. Actually, I'm looking at this number now and thinking that looks a bit. Oh no, that's all right. I'm still at 3582 because you get a sense of where your number is, and you kind of think, has that gone down one? I thought I was approaching, this number, and there it was, big old negative, and it says overpriced, which you could well say about the product I was trying to sell him that he didn't order. 6 packets, said it was 6 packets. What? I ring him up and he's leaving negative feedback for some biscuits that he bought. So we had a bit of a chat and he was all very nice about it. And he said he'd change it. I sent him a revision. It took a bit of time, and you always kind of think, oh, can he just not be asked to do it? But he did do it. So he removed it. He changed it. He revised it. He gave me a positive. It was fantastic. Right. Got a load more strays coming in. Where did we get up to? That sounds excellent. Was it at a boot fair or was it a contact of a contact? 300 Spectrum games on cassette for 15 quid. That's good. Especially look out for ones by Ultimate. They generally do them in a bit of a bigger box. And they're good for selling as bundles. People will collect, not for use really, because you can get it all off the internet, but to show off on the shelf. So if you've got a lot of one software house, it's always good to sell them like that. That's very generous of you. I don't think I'd do that. I don't know. I might do. If it was someone, if I'm doing deals with people I know or people I, will return to for more deals, I would do that. I don't know. I might do that. I think it would depend on what kind of mood I'm in. Hello, Pat. Good to see you yesterday. Hi, Ash. Good to see you. I was in the middle of what was I in the middle of buying when Pat came up? Oh, I was looking at this. I thought it was a Bandai Megazord thing, but I couldn't see Bandai on the foot or on the leg, and I kept like moving this thing, and bits just kept falling off it. It was one of those nightmare situations in the morning when you're half asleep, and I must have dropped it about 5 times, and there were heads and legs flying off. I did it a while ago. Mark saw me up at Hayes, and I was picking up a load of, I think it was box set DVDs, manga stuff, and I think there might have been books as well. And I just kept dropping it, and I was like, So, I was really having a moment of it there. In the end, I just said, "Oh, can you deal with it?" And I thought I'd lost the head, but I hadn't. Hello, Reseller Dens. Good to see you. Get some listing done. It's the only way it's going to work. Price it right. Get good stuff that people want to buy and price it well. Peter Ray is at a 40% sale on his store. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. I was all over it having a look. Who have I not said hello to? Who did he see? Peter Ray. Oh, he did. Well, where did they meet? Where was Bold Finds? Because I thought Peter Ray was at Hook, and I was at Hook, getting all the good stuff. And I bought something for £2, which I've listed for 80. It was a Scrabble. I was hoping it would be 150 when I looked at sold, but not quite there, I don't think. I've started putting AF. What's AF? I don't know what AF is. We got a live one. Everyone's just saying hello. You meant title? Okay. A digital print that was exhibited at the Royal Academy of Art Summer 2009, run of 15, and they were sold for 500 each. I paid £40. Yeah, some of those digital things. My son has gone on about this, and one of my mates has sort of, I think he bought some digital Damien Hirst thing. I have no clue about that. I'm nervously watching the tracking on an expensive item that Royal Mail tracked had taken too long to deliver to GSP. I always kind of think, well, GSP will be all right because they must have loads of stuff going there. So I'm normally more relaxed. But yeah, I've got a £400 item that's gone out. Let me just check it. It's gone UPS, and the bloke in the UPS shop. There's a nice bloke and one I don't like dealing with, who always says, "Just leave it here, I'll scan it later." And I'm like, "No, come on." And he was being all right with Mardy get on Friday or whenever it was I sent it. He said, "I brought it in," and he goes, "I didn't see you bring that in." I'm like, "I've just brought it in." I said, "Look, there's my address on the top left." And he was just being really off. Let's have a look at this. Check that tracking out. Please say delivered. Please, Lord, be delivered. There it is. There it is. Tracking. Tracking. 15th. Your package is currently at the UPS access point and is scheduled to be tendered to UPS. So, tracking number provided. Drop off Croydon. I was expecting that to have moved on by now. 15th. 17th, 16th, Friday. Well, it should go today. It should move on today. Blooming heck, you don't need it, do you? And I didn't put insurance on that. got £60 cover. The insurance on it took the postage up from £7 something to 20 quid. I was just thought, that's a bit much. Highlight the fault at the start. No, I was dropping it before I saw you. I was getting extremely frustrated with it. The 40% sale is doing well. Just sold some comics I've had for years. Now to find them. Question: do you have a personal pension set up? Well, I've got years of pensions from when I worked. So I haven't got one. I don't contribute one at the moment, but I over contributed when I worked to absolutely. I got to a point where it was a lot of contributions because it was a tax benefit, a tax saving. I wouldn't get the same tax saving now, put it like that. So no, I haven't got one at the moment, but I've probably got about 4 different ones, 4 main ones. So roll on, 65 or whatever it is, I can start claiming. Liz will start claiming her teacher pension soon. So yeah, roll on retirement. We have a secret boot sale we go to. Dagnammit. I knew that Peter Ray was up to something. He was up at Apps Cool. Oh, well, I'm very confused because I thought Peter Ray was saying he was at Hook. But no, he was up at Apps Cool. I love GSP. Yeah, I've had a couple like that. I had one that got damaged. I've had some things that are really, truthfully honest, I think have been my fault. But they've paid out. Well, I suppose you could say it's not, but yeah. I'm getting ready for Christmas. Sales ordered from my wholesalers. 1,000 mixed size TV. I'll have 1,000 pick and mix TVs, please. Yes, getting ready for Christmas. 1st of September is kind of my starter's gun for Christmas. How much would you list this for? This is vintage. Under the moon of love, ba-bum, ba-bum, I want to tell you that I love you. I used to love Shawaddy Waddy. I don't quite know why. I think it was the suits. It can't have been the songs. So what? I can't say it like that. There's only one way to say Shawaddy Waddy, and it is Shawaddy Waddy. But you can't do that anymore, unfortunately. So please, does any old guffers know how much I should list a Shawaddy Waddy? I did some research on this, and this cap. I mean, I don't know if there were tons of them, but it was used in a late 70s, early 80s Pebble Mill on One edition of Pebble Mill on One where Shawaddy Waddy were on it. So there we go. Well, when I really worked, yeah, when I worked hard, put it like that. It's not a cycling cave. I think it might be very small, or I've got a very big head. Oh no, it does fit. It's covered. It's been in some granddad's Essex. I'm probably going to get a terribly itchy scalp. Look at that. Look at that. How could that not impress the ladies? Where are we going with this? Where are we going? It's time delay. There we go. Oh, it's a bit tight. I'm going to have a red mark around my head if I'm not careful. When I went on, well, someone said to me, "Is that vintage or is it a new modern day? Is it from the tour they did last October?" I think it is vintage, but whether that means anything, I mean, it could be from. I think it is from the early 80s, late 70s. But whether that makes any difference, I don't know. I just thought it was like a brilliant thing to find. I've got no idea what's listed at. No one's telling me. Shell, you just come in. How much would you? You're a clothing expert. How much would you? Shelley Shelster Rooney. How much would you list that's a waddy cap for? Let me know. I've got to stop doing that voice. 30 quid. Thank you, Chris. Some semblance of intelligence here. Some reselling knowledge. Let's get it on. Here I am just gasbagging about it. Let's get it on. I love a no. Honestly, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It was Timmy Ravel. It was. You can't even say his twin brother. Right. Yes, that's why I've got to stop doing the voice. I saw a brilliant clip of Angus Dayton on Would I Lie to You? It must have been like one of the first series of that. Ripping into, you can look it up on YouTube, ripping into Mr. Savile. And there's a bit of furore about it at the moment because I think that Steve Coogan thing is coming out on the BBC. I don't know. I won't pass comment on that because I won't be watching it. I won't not be watching it. It'll just pass me by, you know. Right, vintage Waddy Waddy. There's a vintage Waddy Waddy scarf. One bid at $6.99. Vintage Waddy Waddy pin badge. Vintage, loads of records. I mean, I think it's brilliant, but you have to think, you know, who's going to buy it? Who's going to buy it? Who really wants it? No. Let's just stick it on for 30 quid. I mean, like I say, it only costs a couple of quid, I think. I bought it with a load of other caps. I'll be over the moon of love if it sells for 30 quid. Great listing. All right. Vintage Waddy Waddy. You just can't help it. Waddy cap hat. 1970s, 80s. Yellow, black, whether that makes any difference. Small. It is small. We've run out of suggestions. Well, I'm not surprised. Clothing, accessories. Is women or men's clothing? Well, either or, isn't it? I'll put men's. Theme 80s. Continue without match. New tags, no. We'll try 30 quid. Could be worth hundreds. But yeah, you're right about the Butlins things. There are modern repros. It's a modern repo. Right. Original cap from late 70s, early 80s. And the reason I say that, because I imagine the new ones must have some sort of label, I don't know, quality label on them. This hasn't got anything. $29.99. Sold similar listings. Here, see similar items. 15 quid. Universal cap. Somewhere, anywhere, there's someone who loves Waddy Waddy. No, I didn't pay 30. I think I got 5 caps, and I think they cost £6. I think he wanted 10. I dare you put it out for 100, as that was my first thought, to put it out for 100. But then I thought, God, Pete, you're just being ridiculous. Just get it sold. What's the sell-through rate? Probably negative. Hello, Shabba. Good to see you. If in doubt, 30 quid is the default. I heard someone say something at the boot fair. They were talking about a fault on one of their items. And they said, oh, well, yeah, it has got a little default. I love it when people get the wrong words. It's got a little default. I was like, what's it? It's got a little fault. Idiot! When this is when my first son was born, me and Liz were in the hospital, and you had the curtains down, but you can listen into the bed next door, and this person was talking about something that was selling well, and they said, oh yeah, they're going like pancakes. Going like pancakes. It's turning into a Peter Kay routine, I think. This is nice. Tetris. Working. I had to repair it. What's that that's just fallen out? Oh, something else has just fallen out. What's going on? Things are falling out here. What on earth is this? Oh, that's interesting. There's a load of paperwork. Hello. Didn't even know it was there. Well, I'll be keeping this. Lee will probably be interested in this if he's still watching. Look, Tetris. Ultra Nemesis. Didn't even know it was there. It could have been sold. The future of Game Boys in your hand. Little documentation. Inserts. I couldn't remember the name of those. Game Boy compact system. Little Game Boy poster. Oh, lovely. Steady Eddie. Oh, look at that. I'll be keeping those. The Nemesis is here, actually. That came with it. It'll probably be sold separately. Whether I put it with that instructions, I don't know. Game Boy. Working. Sold one, almost exactly the same, but it didn't have the bag. So I'm just going to copy that listing. And then I've got 2 more Game Boys. These have got to be fixed. That one will be an easy fix. Vertical lines, so easy for me to fix. Take it to bits and repair it. That one is the same, but I've got to put a screen on it. And I do have a spare screen, which is nice. I ordered a screen and a battery cover. I think I'm probably around the £70 mark. The one I sold, so that is working Game Boy with PSU, which you don't see that often, power supply, and Tetris in a bag. So the other one was exactly the same, didn't have the bag. See all order, and it went quick. Perhaps I don't do it often. Perhaps I underpriced it. I don't think I did. Come on, where are you? Here we are. It was up for, these got 8% vouchers on, so I always have to bear that in mind. It was up to 75. I think it's sold 8% on 75 would be 6 off. Yeah, which is, yeah, it's sold for $68.99 plus postage. So it really did go very quick. I might try and stick a tenner on it. So $84.99. So that would probably be like, I don't know, £7 off. It should be all right. Let's try that. It is in great condition. I'm basically adding a tenner on for the bag, but also it's a little bit because it's sold quick. Right, what have I got? Plus fully tested original PSU plus soft case. What it is, I think. Soft case. I haven't got enough letters. Oh, let's take out VGC. Come on, please fit. Soft. No, I still can't do it. Take out the plus and the space. I'll do it. I've got about 3 pluses. Plus Tetris, plus original PSU, plus soft case. Could take another couple of those out. Tested and working in excellent condition. Includes original Game Boy, original Power Supply unit, and Tetris Game Boy game cart only, right? 3. Get rid of that. And soft travel case. The ideal thing. 6 on that. Yes, the sales are going well at the moment. I mean, I'll probably talk more about sales when I do the listing league tomorrow. I don't know what time it will be, sometime tomorrow morning. What's it? Oh, well, Shell, you've obviously got to that age, haven't you? Tolerance. Well, I was intolerant yesterday. I was watching a YouTuber, and they were talking about how they got their business. I don't know. I'm not going to mention names, but I wonder if anyone else saw it. How their business got to a level and they couldn't push further on, and they didn't know what to do. So they were like part of a cult clan, a group of resellers, and the pearl of knowledge that came from these resellers was get a routine, get into a routine, like have dedicated areas for packing and photography, use coupons and send offers to watchers, and all the other things that eBay supply you with to help your sales, and take it seriously. I was watching this going, no shit, Sherlock. I mean, isn't this you're stating the bleeding obvious here? And I think you pay for the privilege of being told this like life-changing information. I mean, I'm not being funny. If people, I think it's more about, you never hear. It will be it's very, very easy for anyone to help someone increase their turnover, and well done. You'd very rarely hear about actually here's how to strike a better deal, here's how to network better so your supply is better, here's how to be more efficient in your time. And I suppose you do hear that a bit, but and it's the whole thing of, yeah, great. You're doing loads and loads and loads, but how about the art of the deal? That's what I'd want to hear. So I was watching this and I was going, who's the fool here? You're paying. You obviously pay money for these groups, and yeah, you may get the feeling that they benefit you because you're in a team, and if that works for you, great. If they make you feel better, great. But do look at the bottom line, and who's really doing well out of it? Is it all the people joining them, or is it the person running it? Because I know who I'd rather be. I'd rather run the group than be a member of the group. So there we go. So I was very into it. I was just watching it, going, this isn't exactly, you're not telling us the something that is hugely it's all out there. It is all out there, and you don't have to pay for it. It's all out there. Picks up a bunch of SNES games and manuals. Nice. I went to a parents' evening. Oh, yes. I want to be very specific about this. Yeah, little things like that. I used to be unable to say phenomenon. I used to say phenomenon. I think there was a John Travolta film called Phenomenon. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Phenomenon. So there we go. Happy Monday. So there we go. Look, I've stirred the pot there. So I'll wait for the delayed reaction. High vis jacket, high vistas. Yeah, well, there you go. Hello, Red. Right, I'm coming to it. I've got a Gears of War box to Xbox 360, which I've got a list. Yeah. Well, if it works for her, fair enough. But you know, I kind of think, to me, I'd just love for someone to say, he's how to strike a better deal. You know, yeah, you know, it's easy to increase turnover, but bottom line's got to be profit. It's got to be profit. Yeah, well, Shell, I know you love a bit of it as well, don't you? You love a bit of it. I just had to do that because I haven't had a rant for a while. It's all been very nice and friendly, so there we go. Is it me as send off has stopped? And do you know what? Some of the best resellers I know, I've got 150 items in. It is a lesson to be learned. 150 items in their store. Don't run offers. Don't do coupons. Don't do promotions. Sell through rate through the roof. So it's like sell popular stuff at good prices. And they can't be asked with VAT, but they do very, very, very well. I mean, give me some of that. Yeah, it's all the right letters, not necessarily in the right order. Ponza, I don't know what Ponza is. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, no, do it. Do it if you want. I don't mind. It's like an alternate universe, all that. It really is. It really is all of that. Look, I'll probably change my mind in 6 months. Thermometer? No, thermometer. Thermometer? No, phenomenon. Phenomenon. Oh, yes, I know he is. Well, it is each to their own. It is each to their own. So this is my reaction, and I could be wrong, obviously. I mean, I don't think I am. Don't think what I think. Make your own mind up. Some people love it, some people don't. But yeah, I'm just letting you know. I was sitting there going, "Isn't this stating the bleeding obvious?" So there we go. But if it does help you, that's all good. I'm considering free shipping. I do. Some I do, some I don't. The thing I don't like about it is if you're factoring in your shipping cost and then you've got a coupon, then your coupon comes off your shipping cost. But it is only small potatoes. So if it does help the sale, and you could factor it in as well with the price, anything you think would help the sale. So Chris, join my cult for the free shipping cult. And yes, it's not the burgers we are looking for. It's the secret sauce. To all beef patties, special sauce. Let's cheese, pickles, and onions, all on sesame seed bun. What was the special sauce? I don't want any suggestions for that. I move close to doing this on a regular basis. Ooh, I wonder what that is. What does Chris do on a regular basis? Can't think. No choice if you want more sales. No such thing as free choice. Yeah, I think it helps sales. But factor it if you do coupons or promotions. It's me telling Chris about free sales. It's like teaching What's the thing to suck eggs? I'm teaching something to suck eggs. I've sold some stuff and made a few quid. Hey, Shell, I was talking fast there. Right. Right. What else we got to sell? Well, let's have a look at. So, what is the secret? That's what we're all after, isn't it? The secret to eBay: get good stuff, sell it at a good price, get a lot of sales going in your shop. So eBay look at your shop and think, "Oh, that's a good shop." Sales are important, the most important thing. But sales without profit are crazy. Right, Viewmaster. How much is that going to be? Not very much, I don't think. This was just an afterthought at a boot fair. I've had loads of these. Some of the discs sell very well. This one came out discs. But I bought it because it is, I think it's Bakelite. I can't blooming read the thing on there. Viewmaster Bakelite. I think it's probably about a 10 or something. 15 quid. Brown Bakelite, yeah. Sold prices. Can't see any sold. Oh, there's one. Model E. Is it a Model E? I'm going to have to take a photo of that and increase the magnification. I'm going to try it for 15 plus postage. There's a couple on there at that price. And again, 8% coupon will bring it down by a quid or two. Save that for later. So I've got these other couple of Game Boys. Let me finish my tea before it gets cold. Oh, here's some very good questions, and it's from Shell. Yes, she does ask good questions. She's not sarcastic all of the time. It's the sending offers stuff that puts me off. No, I always send offers. I think it's nonsense how they don't include Tract 48 in the discount. I did notice that every have dropped their prices for stuff under 2K, I think. But I don't tend to use every unless the size. It's problems with size. No coupons, no promotions. I've started offers, and honestly, it's a pain in the. It is a pain in the arse. Well, see what works for you. What do you do if you fall out of love with Fleabay? Well, stop if you can. Stop doing it for a bit. What would I do? What do you like doing? Or what motivates you? I don't think I've ever fallen out of love with it, but it's definitely peed me off. And my answer to when returns or whatever is just to get on and list the next thing. I do need a break from it. I mean, like I say, I will. I'm very much a one for I've got to be in control of it, or as opposed to it dictating what I should be doing. So I never think, I should be earning this, I should be earning that. I've got to double my turnover. If I can do things efficiently and well in a way that I'm in control of, and it frees up time for other stuff, I'm very happy with that. So I'm probably working, pretty hard at the moment. But I know come December the 17th, week before Christmas, I'll be like, that's it, I'm done for a month. So it's good. It's good working how I'm working at the moment, knowing that I'll have that time where I can just sort of like breathe and take stock and yeah. There's no secret sauce. Mindset and discipline. This is very true. And it's not only the mindset and discipline about sales, getting efficient sales. It's about your whole. It's a terrible term to use, but it is about your whole work-life balance and how you work and how you feel. Groups good for those that need a leg up. Oh dear, so many jokes. Or inexperienced in business. Or who feel the need to follow, I guess. But yeah, I mean, obviously they do make people feel better, and if that helps, that's good. But I do think a lot of it's just taking a bleeding obvious, isn't it? eBay isn't hard, It's not like. I think the trouble is there's a lot of people looking for the answer, and you see this. You see this in people changing how they do stuff. So it's like, oh, I'll try this, I'll try that, I'll try this, I'll try that, and it's like taking on suggestions. Oh, maybe I should do that, and it's like, look, just make a plan, and try and go for it in your mind. What you want. What is it that you want? Not what someone else wants or suggests or what fits them. You think about it in terms of your brain. Yes, I've heard that quite a few times. I just have it on, and yes, people will try it on. Yes, it's quite funny. It would if only he knew what it is. Married. Yes. I have a Canon C100. Starts, fan, and screen for a few seconds and cuts off. Any ideas? It's broken. It's not so much a secret sauce, it's more to do with being held over a barrel to get sales. If you were to switch to free post, would you shove all your current prices up by £3? Yes, I would. Or if they've been stuck around for ages, no, I wouldn't. New items, yes, I would. All depends on whether I think it's going to sell. Like I say, I mean, I have my 8% coupon as a sort of natural counter to my ability to overprice things, and I'm glad I have it. It's my checking mechanism. This is interesting. I had 3 pairs of the same trainers up for different prices to see what would happen. They went for £70 free post, and I have them for £55 on another listing. I imagine with postage, which will be like £4 or £5. So yeah, 15, 20 quid. Yeah, it's the sort of thing. I just got it because it was there. Thinking about things like that, I think one of the keys to eBay is sort out regular supply. Again, I would love to hear people go, here's how I've sorted out my constant supply of stuff that makes me money. You never get it, of course. That's the real nub of it. And here's how I got it at a good price, so I make decent money on what I sell. Not, I did a promotions on it, or I make sure I list regularly. I'm doing better on eBay because I consistently, regularly work at it, as opposed to what I was doing, which was not really working at it. I like stating bleeding obvious, and drinking and chocolate. Well, that is the bleeding obvious. Hello, Steve. I've just been on one. I'm coming down. I'm coming down to land. Yeah, it's the mood, ups and downs, swings and roundabouts. It's difficult to know what to say, but I mean, I'll definitely go and do something you enjoy and take a break from it. Yeah, well, all sorts of people were in there, so yeah, it'll be a range of people who, and there'll be people who experience who get benefit out of it. Like I say, give it 3 months, I'll be in there. I'll be saying how fabulous it is. I know the secret. What is the secret, oh wise one? I don't like people knocking others putting out. Yeah, no, everyone put out their YouTube content. Go for it. Yeah. Like I say, you can't not expect. I can't help my what my reaction was. I'm just letting you know what that was. Make your own minds up about it. You know, go and watch it. I think someone's. I'm not going to sort of say who it was, but it was mentioned earlier. Go and watch it, and it may absolutely, inspire you to, try those things. And I like the channel, by the way. I do watch the channel on a regular basis, so it's definitely not knocking the channel, and or knocking who did it. They've done very well, and they're doing very well. Here we go. Yes, I just have a thing about groups. My fear about joining reseller groups like that is that I'm lazy and would either get found out. So people holding you to account. Yeah, well, that's fair enough. To me, and that's a good point, actually. If everyone, I bang on about I like being in control of it. I wouldn't feel comfortable with sort of people, I almost said preaching, but telling me what is the right way to go about it. I'll set my own parameters for this. Having someone else do it and sort of go on about it, it becomes like a job. And like, for me, that's not, I didn't do this to be told by someone else how to do it. There is a secret sauce. Yes. I have secret sauce. It's in this bottle, little bottle. Every time I list something, a little sprinkle of this, and I can sell it for oodles of money. Do you think, that's a question for James, the accountability? I'm sure the accountability helps people. What I do love is it's very interesting to talk about, isn't it? It's quite interesting. And like I say, those who do it, great. If it works for them, that is fantastic. I go to board game conventions and the bring and buy table is heaving with cheap games to pick up and sell later after playing them with friends. Knowledge bomb. I'll be Googling local board game conventions. If anyone's got a C from a Harry Potter Scrabble, please let me know. Special price. No. Oh, Gary's back on it. Yeah, Gary was he was moaning a few weeks ago. No, that's good actually. Yeah, it's ups and downs, isn't it? I think everyone has them. I've had them. That's human nature. I talk about all sorts in here. Not getting any listing done. I know that. Well, is that true? Ricky, the best reseller in the world. It could be true. It's definitely the most hairy at the moment. It's like blooming Captain Caveman. Did you see that thing he got? I saw the thumbnail. It's just mega rare. So I was like whizzing through, and I was like, it could be. What on earth is it? And I picked up a skeleton clock, not too long ago. How much did that cost? £6 to £7. It wasn't the most expensive thing in the world, but I sold it for 25, and it was a similar looking, not made out of the same material, but it was a good thing. I put goth and Halloween in the title, and Ricky was sort of saying Halloween coming up. It was a weird thing though. It was just like this little thing with heads, like little troll heads or something. Very strange. Check out the video. Check it out. I mean, not only he's the best reseller, he's the best YouTuber in the world. It's great, isn't it? I love it when I get like those big YouTubers in. It's like I was saying, John was on this morning from Reseller. And he was going, I'm sure there's someone who goes on Monday. I can't remember who it is. And I said, oh, morning. And he went, oh, yes, that was the unexpected. And I thought, God, he knows who I am. He actually knows who I am. What's this? You have 3 backgrounds and a boring T-shirt. I guess he can't be talking to me, because I only have 1 background and very, very boring T-shirts. Well, that's all right, Mark. Do you remember me dropping all that stuff at Hayes, the manga videos? I was talking about that earlier. I don't do anything special and don't know much. Just buy quality stuff that sells for a reasonable price. And money goes in the bank. Lovely. Comparison is... I think all this comes from comparison and like thinking, oh, they do that, I should do that. Comparison is the theft of joy. Don't compare yourself. Don't spend all your time going, look at that person's turnover in 7 days is £30,000. Mine's only 30p. What am I doing wrong? What are they selling? What are they doing? Don't compare yourself to anyone. Look at what you're doing. If you want to improve, compare yourself to you 3 months ago. Think what you could do better. Do those things better if you want to. Try different things. Magpie a few ideas here and there, but don't never compare to other people. For the obvious reasons that you don't know the situation, blah, 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 blah. Hello, Peter Retro. Hello, Ian. What did he get the other day? It was some really nice toy stuff. What was it? I saw it was passed on Instagram. It was a nice pickup, and I can't remember. Goldfish memory. I can't remember what it was. Let's have a look. My boot fair. Scrabble, which is worth a lot of money. You get the Scrabble Deluxe. I got a Scrabble Prestige, unopened in box. Absolute bargain. Made the boot fair worthwhile. I've got a new phone, by the way. That was fun setting that up. Let's have a look. Master of Pieces. Where are you? Where are you? I can't find him. Have I stopped following now? Of course I haven't. Master. Here he is. Oh, it's under his name. Well, I never. How do you see his posts? How do you do this? How does this work? I've got no idea about Instagram, so I never post anything. All right, here we go. You can now like stories. How do you see the posts? What did you pick up? This is plonk, stuff on the table, photo. Yeah, keep it simple, eh? I question everything here. Absolutely everything gets put in the cauldron. Yeah, start a group. Start a cult. You could be the biggest cult going. I'd love a viral video. The one thing to do that is I've got to do a video rather than lives all the time. I'm talking about anything. Anything. Yeah, it's a great thing to talk about because you get I can kind of ignore them and let them just like, you know, like I say, in a parallel universe with all these people going on about it. But you get people who are kind of like, oh, I'm part of the group, do it this way, it's really great, oh, it's great. And then there's people like oh God, I've forgotten his blooming name, but so you get people who are really anti them, really anti them. Right, we'll just do a normal Game Boy now. How much is a normal Game Boy? I imagine about 50, 60 quid. I haven't even got a game to go with this, which is a bit of a shame. DMGO1. And I think it's going to be my last one because I've been rubbing on so much and stirring the pot. I've not really asked you what anyone else has been doing. Not really caring about that. And I've gone 15 minutes over time and I didn't even realise. And I want to go and have another cup of tea. I've got to take the dog in the garden. I've got one more thing to pack. Buy it now. 70 quid restored. Okay, so it's not restored. It's not backlit. 41 sells for 40. Unbelievable. 55. Original Game Boy plus postage. 55 with the game. 59. 59.99, I think. I'm going to have 8% off that. So that's 4 quid off that. Much cheapness indeed. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you did, click the thumbs up. Leave a comment in the chat. No one ever does it. I need some help with this blooming YouTube algorithm. I'm losing subs. I've lost 20 subs in the last 28 days. I've got to do some sort of sensationalist jumble trail video. Got to get the GoPro out. I was trying to buy a GoPro off a fellow reseller, Jason, at the boot fair. He wasn't having it. Very wise. He's going to stick it on the bay and make loads of money. 59.99. That'll do me. Right. Lee, he loves a bit of the group as well. If these people are very successful, why wouldn't you want to surround yourself with them? Something got to rub off on you at some point. Yeah, no, well, like I say, I think I fully understand that some people find it really beneficial. I could be wrong. I think what got me was the when I was watching this video, the advice coming from the group was to do stuff which I thought was obvious. So I can kind of understand it. I think the accountability thing is a huge thing. That got mentioned earlier. So you feel like you should be doing this because others are doing it, and yeah, if you do work more consistently and harder, your sales would go up. And if the group helps with that accountability and helps motivate you, motivate you to work, and you need that, and you're okay paying whatever it is, then great. That's a great thing. I don't want someone telling me I should either work hard or not. I'm not going to say don't work hard. I can do that. But, you know, I'm just polishing my cougar. Is that a euphemism? That's another thing I can't say very well. Still eating spiders. Okay, well, there you go. No, it works. Or it will. I've got to fix the vertical lines on it. Well, I hope you enjoyed all that. Yes, do give it a thumbs up. Hope I haven't put anyone off. I love you all, really. Those in the cult, those not in the cult. I mean, the group. Work 16 hours a day and make more money. Yeah. I love you sticking by your guns, Peter. Yeah. I'll backpedal Give it a couple of months, I'll be in that group. Do check out that video. Simon chucking something out of a window. Absolutely brilliant. Right, I've had enough. I'll see you later. I'm off to pack my Asus Nexus. Have a good week, all. Hope you pick up some good stuff. It's going to rain like anything. But yeah, hope you have some good sales. Listing League tomorrow. Tune in, I don't know when, 10 or 11 o'clock, something like that. We'll see how week 2's doing. You can see my ridiculously bad numbers because I'm not part of a group. It put me to shame. See you later.